What a joy to be with you again. I love you. I show you again the knife, the power of that almighty knife. Ooh, there's so much extra to. I will make a very simple painting here. Just the sky, a big tree, a dark tree on a hill, and then a light against, something really like orangey or ochre tree against it. Then you see the contrast. And with the knife, it really hits hard. So, but this time we don't put magic right on. See, you remember we said I want to make the figures of the knife. I could go on with the knife from now on and make the figures, and that takes me half an hour to get just the figures on. We are smart, you see. What I do, I put that thick white on now. See, that heavy, strong white instead magic white in this case. See, and you fire it on because then it will grab, and you can see details. You see the figures of the cloud, of every sky movement. See, Senora. What a joy to swing the brush. See, that takes you such a little time. In no time, you have it all on, and then you can get the figures easy. Naturally, the same story again. You need white. You don't have to mix, and we mix on the canvas because the white is on the canvas. Otherwise, I would have to mix on a palette. And that is what makes it easy. Pound it on thick. You remember before when I painted with the brush, I tell you always, be stingy, be scotch. Don't use too much paint. In this case, I say use paint because I want to show the details with my knife. You see, that's why we use more paint there. Okay. Now we will create a happy sky. I would say fine blue sky, put the blue over there, and I need a bit of more white, you need a lot of paint. And I will put the white and mix it. See, in this case, if I would use the blue the white is, that would be too blue. So I mix it a little bit right here, and then you fire in your sky. See, now you can have the knife strokes. See which way you want to move the sky. Oh, sometimes you can move it just all the way through, like shift clouds are coming down. See? And let the white come out there. See, it gives you already a nice sky. See, then you use a bit of white in it, and automatically you get that flat. You hold the knife very flat. See? It's like watercolor, more or less. See, beautiful details all of a sudden, right there. See? Right there. Leave it. Don't worry too much. That's an interesting sky. Everything else, little shifts, disappearing. And I try to make it so that it looks deep. Maybe a little bit more blue on top, you see, and that gives you that feeling of perspective, depth, it goes into yonder forever and ever and ever and ever. Sky is marching on. Beautiful. Maybe here we use a bit more white because this will be shown. I want to put some land going down. Now even a bit more blue. See, I have to space it in my mind. Just a bit more. Something like watercolors. Isn't that wonderful? Good. Now, the next step, I use my knife and I fire in. I tell you, the sap green put here, black, Prussian blue, Taylor green. Oh, and I look at the paint I put in here. Can you see it? Oh God! Mix it with a little bit of white. That gives you a little bit of marble there, a little bit of details, and then you fire. And I want to fire an Almighty to you right from the top down. See, a little movement. See, if I had now magic white, loose magic white, and take a thicker paint and paint on a thinner paint, you know what I would get? Nothing. That's why I had to use this heavy, thick paint. A thinner paint will stick on a thicker paint, but not the other way around. Now you understand why I had to use that heavy, thick paint. Try it out home. Try to paint with with magic white on top of with the thick paint like I have here. You just wouldn't get on. You get all the magic white onto your knife all of a sudden. It goes all on your knife. See, you know this. Oh God! Look at the details. See, look at that. Oh boy, there's just so much power in there. See, try to learn. There's a certain move, what gives you that branch feeling, either out or in, or in or out, or out or in. See, there you are. There's lots of paint on there. Oh, I put the other three on. You know, it's funny, when you get on painting, all of a sudden, music, a tune appears in you. You feel all of a sudden you are there, you're in the country, kind of a happy, this kind of movement all of a sudden. See here, kind of a bush, whatever. I want to create a kind of a real wilderness there. Beside that tree, see? Hold the knife nice and flat. Hold it nice and flat. See? Now, let's go down, more down, more down. Take a good look. Could you make a close-up shot on this kind of lines? It is just fantastic. Look, it splits. It is just, see, this kind of a thing is just fantastic if you want to paint this kind of stuff. The palette knife can be just a joy to work with if you know to handle that right. It will be a very simple painting, but it will be a very, very powerful painting. I tell you. See? Now I aim for all dark, but again, I want to have these lines there. See? There you are. You need a lot of paint. That's the sad part, but it gives you, that has so much power, this kind of work. It's just fantastic. Now I need all dark there, all dark. So I will mix a bit more, just a bit more there. And here's all palette knife. I don't use a brush at all. See, the next step, put some tree trunks in. Always I want to think what I did there, those trees is the other side of the tree. Now I put the middle part, and that's the tree trunk. See, what I do, I plow through that, and I take a lot of paint off. And here I only have 2 trees. Try to make it a little bit crooked, have a bit other line in there, other line in there, other line in there. See, and maybe you can run this line out. See, now the next step will be, I will highlight that. But first, I don't like to see the long line like that. Cut it off in between a little bit. See? Cut it off in between. Wherever you think. See, then it pops up just, you can see the long line. It's just the extension. Now I would like to highlight that. I use a bit of yellow into the same soup here. See, yellow, that gives you kind of a tree. All the dark colors with yellow, it turns green. Yellow is quite a color, isn't it? That yellow, I tell you. Even yellow and black, it turns a kind of a tree. It is a winter tree. See, now I will add a little bit of a highlight there. See? Little bit of highlights with the green. Now we will add. See? Oh, it's not nice. Now you can see it adding in there. And the same you can do here. You add here all of a sudden. I just draw it on. Now the next step, the power of painting is, I show you. I should show you. See, I hide from you. Sometimes it's nice to hide. I have a friend, he's a drunk, and he hides his bottles. If he wants to find me, you find him in the roof and the stones. And that's why I hide my palette from you. No, I don't do that. I just forget. See, watch. Now I will, oh, look at that, Ah, I tell you, look how nice it is. Can you imagine? You get so itchy. I don't know. It tickles all over, isn't it, when you do those kind of things? It's such a joy, so much fun to work with the knife, and very loose, see, very loose, even a bit more highlighting there. See, a bit more highlighting there. That's why I like to choose that subject, the dark against the light. See, look at that. Oh, God. God help me. Can you see? You cannot press too hard. You just have to go over because you always build up. There's so much build up there. You always just, oh, when you hit it right. Oh, God, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I hope you learn from that. It would be nice. It would be nice. See, now we will fire in. We will fire in. Almighty road coming out there. Almighty road coming out there. It is just a simple painting, but it can be so powerful. Make it powerful perspective. Here, run it out there. And then you can go into the road, see, and can see, just touch it a little bit. So there's some of those long grass blades, whatever, they come already out of the road there. See, now you can have a run like this. See what loose, just God. You see what happened? I just don't touch it. The paint, that paint, I tell you. Oh no, that paint, when this grabs it right and keeps the palette knife right on the canvas. It is not slicking, it's not sliding. It is just dragging beautiful and gives you all the things he wants to have. See, that is what makes it so nice. See, here I would like to have a bit of standing up lines up to the road. See, and then let it drag down. See, oh God, it is just fantastic. And you can see that the hill is coming down towards you. And you can paint it perspective right. See, now if you want, you can add a little touch of red into that white. And with all the colors you have, I hide from you. I wish you could holler. Wouldn't that be nice? You would say, smarten up. I will, I promise you. I will promise you, I will. See, a little touch of this reddish tone on the road gives me that little bit of extra. See, now we come to that point. See? Fine. No, but just happen. It just happened. Let me figure out, I want to put the almighty piece of driftwood in there. And it's like all trees and rooted and it's lying right in front there. Goes part on the road and part there. But it has to be very powerful. I would start like this. Oh, yeah, that's it. And talk like that. Oh, be excited. You know, you have to excite yourself. And then it comes. It all comes here. Let's this slide. Can you see that piece of driftwood already coming? It's just upside down. You can do so many things in the painting, but this happened here. I thought it would fit nice. It would fit nice to have that kind of a mighty piece of driftwood in. See, but when you plaster it on like this, there is now, I use white with a bit of red. Again, I hide from you. And see how I mix? Bit of orange, it's not orange, it's a salmon color, some kind of a salmon color. And then I build it up there, and the light is coming from there, and I will automatically, oh, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? See, that is knife work, but the power, it is so powerful. Brushwork is wonderful, but it never gives you this, because when you think it is like glass, it is always a flat. It is not anymore, a brush has little hair and it gives you hairy lines, and it is light and shadows, light and shadows. This is like a piece of glass and you leave little lines, and can you see the lines there? See, you never mix it dead. You always mix it like marble. And then you get all those beautiful, beautiful details. Oh God, that is so nice. Watch this here. See, I don't touch it hard. It is just a little bit, watch. Because I have a build-up there. Right now there's a build-up on there. And the build-up should grab. And it only grabs because you have a paint that is coarse. It is not slick. It is not, jack, you know. Lot of paint, you buy a lot of paint. When you go into the art store, see this, you get the dry, powerful, strong paint. That will grab it and will do the job. All that other stuff is good for the Sunday artist. Monday too, maybe. I go fishing on Monday. Okay. See, watch. I very light, I touch it. Oh God, look. Can you see that little stroke? Because there was a build-up on that black paint, and it pulls it off and gives you like driftwood would be, like a piece of wood would lie there. Oh, I get always excited when you paint. God, if you want driftwood, you should come to my place where I live. There's a whole lake full of driftwood. And those people, I tell you, they don't know what to do with that. That's the problem. And people come from all over to pick up a little bit, and I think they're crazy. But I think that's wonderful. You can do so many things with driftwood. See? Isn't that beautiful? No, I got to get a touch of red into that. And I always hide on you, I forget you. No, I do not forget you. I always, when you get so involved, you are in that painting and you forget this, see here, I would like to have a little bit of the peaks sticking out. See, then you add it a little bit. See? Beautiful. See, now the next step is, I mix a touch of green in, and I would like to have light and shadows there too. See? You can only do so many strokes, and then the rest. See? Add that little bit of color in there. Hey, that makes a powerful painting. See? Now, the next step, you put almighty, it's such a close-up, you put the almighty fence post in there. Oh, maybe put two in. We put two in. One here and one here. Beside the road. See? Now you put the highlight on that. I will use a touch of red and white. Red and white. That would be like this. See? That's nice. And a little bit on this here too. See? Now, I show you what will do a better job. You can use a little fan brush or any little brush here and just extend, watch, extend the can you see? Can you make a close-up on this particular one? Can you see the difference between this and this? See, it makes it like round. It's a round post there. See, you do the same thing here. See? See? Look at that. Beautiful. So old, nice old fans there. Then you use your little brush now and put a nice little cap on there. Nice little red cap on there. Oh, that looks so good. Now you have to make a decision. What you want? You can have a 2x6 long. You can have, if you have something nice in the background, you could put wire on. And when you put wire on, you just run it in like this. You see, you just run it along like this, and you got the wire there. What you want now is up to you. I just show you wires, and I will show you. I make a 2x4 on top now. See, because see, I think it would look better. See, 2x6, 2x6, 2x6. Now you have seen both. You have seen the wire there. If you like the wire, you can make a barbed wire. If you're very angry, the guys, they bothered you all the time. They go fishing in your lake, and you cannot see. Then you just see, and then you put the other one on here. Bang, 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 and bang, 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 bang. See, and then you highlight that. See, look at that. Beautiful. See, you highlight that, and what you got is a nice little happy painting. Did you like it? Isn't it wonderful? You learned something? Finish. Love you. Bye-bye.